For more than a decade, Generation W has been celebrating, supporting, and empowering women here in Jacksonville and across the world. This week, a community will come together to educate, inspire, connect, and fuel the power of women's leadership. And to preview that event, we are pleased to be joined by Donna Orender, the founder of Generation W. Donna, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
What does it mean to you to bring these group of women together for such an inspiring event?
Listen, we dedicate our work and our lives to the power of community to create change, personally, professionally. I do want to say men are invited. This is a very inclusive community because we realize that moving us forward is something we need to do together. Life is a team sport. It is through the lens of women, and it is around women, but we are very inclusive.
And Gen W will be at UNF's campus this year again?
Yeah, it will be on Friday, March 24th. As everybody knows, you got to get there, park, and by 8 o'clock, we will be singing to your soul, and all of us will be coming together in this most beautiful way around incredible speakers. I mean, this year our theme is the positive and the possible.
Well, the positive and the possible. Who are some of the keynote speakers that you have coming in this year?
We never call them keynotes, but we have, because we always have this beautiful collection of speakers. We have this wonderful woman, her name is Shantae Lowe, who began life when people told her she couldn't do anything and ended up being a 3-time world champion, Olympian in the high jump. And she has this beautiful story about truly what is possible when you can learn how to listen to the right cues in your life and believe in yourself. We have Cynthia James, a remarkable former singer, actress, and now she's a transformational change leadership specialist who is a remarkable storyteller. And then as we talk about change, right, and we talk about leaning into positivity and opening up around possibility, we say, well, how does our brains work? What's the science behind that? And Dr. Chantal Pratt from the University of Washington, way on the other side, is coming to us to share with us the neuroscience of you, like how do our brains and behavior work?
It's fascinating because I know that your background is heavily in sports, but it's intriguing that you have such a wide variety of speakers to come meet with all of these people to really show just the broad scope that leadership can be attained through positive messaging.
Well, without a doubt. In other words, all of us are busy. Like life is busy. Technology seems to have made us even busier. And so everybody's kind of here. To be able to be here for a day and hear what impacts our world when we don't have time to pay attention is really important. So we'll talk about AI. What is that GPT-3 now for? Well, how is AI going to impact our life? So Dia Wynn's going to be here. She's one of the lead ethicists for Amazon. It's going to talk about that because it's important that we understand what's impacting our lives as we look to improve our lives.
I know periodically during the pandemic you had to go somewhat virtual for obvious health reasons during that time.
Yes.
But how has that maybe changed the way that Gen W is going forward in this?
Oh, what a great question. So what happened was we learned that by taking our programming virtually, I think one of the things that we really do is we understand how to take content and information and meet people where they are. So all of a sudden we had thousands and thousands of people watching Generation W. So now not only do we have our live experience, but we also have a beautifully curated virtual stream. So if you can't make it to Jacksonville or the theater for that day, you can go to our website and sign up for the virtual stream.
Tickets are still available for the March 24th event at UNF's campus. So we've talked about leadership going forward for adult women specifically with this, but I know that Gen W has also spawned off Gen Wow. Describe the young people initiative that
Well, you know, it's interesting, the positive and the possible, which is we think in this time when there's a lot of noise to be able to focus on the good. It's also our founding ethos for Generation WOW, and we're celebrating our 10th year anniversary of our program around teen girls called Generation WOW. It's about the leaders of today being able to meet the leaders of tomorrow. It's about the fundamental, like what do I call them? The fundamental concepts of like curiosity and confidence and connection and community and all these kind of great things that is important for us as young women to be able to learn at a younger age so we can blossom earlier.
Now, I know that your background is in sports as well. I do have to, since we have you right here, March Madness has been insane. We're only one round in right now. What's your biggest takeaway from the bracket so far?
Well, first of all, I am more than thrilled. I've always thought that March Madness should be, men's and women should be under the whole umbrella. And so you're seeing an incredible uplift, not only appreciating the men, but appreciating the women. And we're talking about these athletes together, seeing how great both men's and women's basketball is. So I'm super excited. Big fan, of course, of Gino and the UConn teams, but I am just loving and so proud of Dawn Staley and what she's done, Aaliyah Boston, her team at University of South Carolina. But let's see what's going to happen. There's a lot of great talent, and it's really actually began to grow in such a way that there's more teams than just one or two. There's, dozens of them.
And South Carolina beat UConn earlier this year, so we'll see if history repeats itself if they reach each other in the tournament again.
That's true, but you have Iowa, and you have obviously
Caitlin Clark at
Stanford.
Iowa, one of the most electric scorers in college basketball, period.
It's really, really remarkable. But when you looked at Purdue got
they got beat by
upset
Fairleigh
last night,
Dickinson.
like, the idea that anything is possible, I mean, it totally relates to our theme. You wake up, you believe you can win, you execute, and guess what? Dreams do happen.
Awesome. Well, tickets still available for Generation W this week, March 24th, on the campus of UNF.
And one more thing, we're partnering with Renewing Dignity this year. We always try to do something extra for our community. It is about really helping both young girls and women who are facing period poverty. We think that women should all live in dignity. So if you are coming, please do bring some period product. We will have collection bins. We're going to I love this. We're going to try to build the biggest Tampax tower you've ever seen.
Well, if that isn't a tease, then I don't know what is. Donna Orender, thank you very much. We'll have a link to your website within this story on our website on firstcoastnews.com, and we are back right after this.
Thanks, Rich.